Hi, this is the Hotbox, telling you that this video might have some sensitive stuff in it, so take a second if you need to and go check out something else. Otherwise, please enjoy the show.
Do you have a problem? When people talk about a problem, they usually mean behavior that is out of control and that might pose a risk to the person perpetrating it. Take me, for example. Some people might say the amount of Pokemon cards I own constitutes a problem. And to those people, I would say, what are you talking about? I own a normal and well-adjusted number of cards. I would swear that on a stack of Jolteon EXs. Also, how did you get in my house? For some people, their problem might be something relatively manageable, even harmless. But when a problem turns into something serious, like an addiction, sometimes bad things happen and good people get hurt. And that is unfortunately where our story brings us today. This is a story about broken trust and the mistakes of a man. Buckle up, because we're looking at itsSliker, the streamer who scammed thousands from his colleagues, friends, and viewers. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to the channel, new and returning, young and old, fans, haters, and everyone in between. If you're new here, why not subscribe? It's quick, it's easy, it just takes a second, and you can always undo it, but it really does help out the channel a lot, so thank you. So who is Sliker? Sliker is a streamer from the UK. He's known for streaming CSGO and just chatting, among other things. While I couldn't find much about Sliker's past, the real focus is his actions over the past few months and weeks. As recently, multiple people, some of them prominent internet personalities, have come forward to claim Sliker borrowed large sums of money from them and never returned it, or later found out he was lying about the reasons why he was borrowing the money in the first place. To preface this all before we go in, Sliker is a self-admitted gambling addict. It certainly does not excuse any of his actions. What he did was still wrong and a violation of so many people's trust. I'm saying this as someone who is recovering from addiction themselves. While my addiction was substance-related and not gambling, I can empathize with the mindset it puts you in. And I'm saying this from that place of empathy. Addiction does not make the wrong things you did right. You can recognize that the things you did were wrong. You can recognize that they were motivated by the disease, and you can use that knowledge to be a better person going forward. But you still need to remember that you made poor choices. All of this news sources from posts on Twitter, as well as a thread on r/livestreamfail. Now, you know me, I love livestream fail, that special kind of love that you have for a hemorrhoid. However, it has served for an excellent platform for these stories to be told and uplifted and exposed to the public. The original post reads, Sliker allegedly scammed multiple viewers of his out of amounts ranging from hundreds to thousands on the promise of paying them back in 2 months, some of them dating back 2 years now. The original post contains a clip from the channel Michael P, which contains a video of Sliker begging for money from what appears to be one of his subs.
Yo, Typhoon, what's up, baby? I hope you don't hate me on this. It's so cringe, and I'm cringe for asking my brother, please do not hate me. Please, keep it personal as well. Basically, my bank account got locked. This has happened for like 3-4 days. I've been asking around people. Sadly, tomorrow is the last day until my credit starts getting fucked up. It got locked out, and I was looking for people that actually work and that I could ask if I could borrow from, and I'll pay back. Genuinely, give me 2 months and I can pay back. If you can't, no worries, my brother. If you can,
please never do that again. What makes you think this video is the appropriate time to be doing the 5-finger fellatio?
But please, don't feel forced to say yes. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get in the call to do this. I feel genuinely embarrassed. I've asked a few streamers, they couldn't help, and yeah, I don't mind it, it's okay. So I just went out, asked a few subs I've noticed, and yeah, that's why I also asked for your age, because I don't...
This was not the only video that Sliker sent like this, but it's an excellent showcase of the way he speaks and the way he behaves in these interactions. Like right off the bat saying keep it personal. With the pre-existing power imbalance, streamer over sub, they look up to the streamer. They want to make them happy. They're inclined to trust them, especially with statements like, I've asked a few subs I've noticed. It implies being recognized especially. And unfortunately, the trust in that situation can be taken advantage of just as easily as it's given. In the comments of the original post, someone put together a thread of an overview of some of the Discord logs of Sliker asking for money from his viewers. This one reads from Sliker, "Bro, can I ask for a fave, bruv? Keep it personal." Victim A responds, "Yeah, go on." And then Sliker proceeds to send a video that is essentially a copy-paste of the dialogue from the original video in the post. Granted, he tweaks it a little bit, and you'll see that when I play it, but it is uncanny how consistent he is in the language that he chooses and the way he goes about manipulating these people.
A few people, they couldn't help and stuff. That's why I'm, if you don't mind, obviously I'm asking you. I don't want to be rude or anything. Please do not see this as a disrespectful message, none intended. Basically, my bank account got locked, temporarily locked. Don't have access to my money, sadly, because fucking retarded UK banks, but whatever. I was wondering if I asked if I could borrow money and I'd pay you back. Now, I'd even give you extra. Yeah, I've got a sponsorship I'm doing. They're gonna pay me in 30 days, so next month I can pay you back. If that's possible, you're a fucking legend. If it's not possible, you're still a fucking legend. Don't worry, bro. I'm sorry for this random message.
In that video, we see a lot of the key points addressed. Got locked out of my bank, been trying to contact other subs. He even says that in the following message of the Discord log. Victim A responds, "Yeah, bro, depends on how much though, cause I'm only apprentice, so my wage is shit ATM." Messages like that break my heart because you can tell these people are genuinely good. They're willing to give down to their last dollar to help someone that they barely even know. And Sliker is so casually taking advantage of that. Another log. This is between Sliker and someone I'll refer to as Victim B. Sliker calls them by name and says, "What's up, bro?" Victim B says, "Yo." Sliker asks, "How old are you?" That message alone is the biggest red flag I've seen all year. But when you look at someone through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags, right? Victim B says 24. Sliker says, "Do you work, bro?" Victim B says yes. Sliker says, "Keep this personal, please." Victim B says for sure. Sliker then sends a video, which we don't have, but I'm assuming it is something incredibly similar to the other two videos that we've seen.
"I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit."
Victim B asks, "How much? All good." Sliker says, "It's a lot to ask. I'm sorry, but if I asked 2,000 quid and pay you back this month." Victim B says, "Oof." Sliker says, "I know. Sag." Victim B says, "Sadly, that's a bit much. Had to pay some loans recently myself." Sliker says, "Wait, how much max are you able to send, if you don't mind me asking?" Victim B says, "Probably like 200 quid, not more." Sliker responds, "That's perfect. I can pay off some bills. If you can. If you can't, don't worry." Victim B responds, "When would you return it?" Sliker responds, "This month? The 26th? Victim B says, "PayPal or what?" Sliker says, "Yes, King, PayPal." And that's his PayPal address, which I'm not going to show. Victim B says, "K, I'll let you know when I send it. I gotta go to ATM and put money on PayPal card." Sliker says, "Okay, King. Any update, King?" Victim B says, "In like 15 minutes. Sliker asks, "Where do you live? Doesn't that bank close?" It's unfortunate because I know that desperation, that urgency, but goddamn, the insane audacity to be rushing the person that you're pressuring to give you money. Genuinely as much money as they can spare. Money that they didn't have to give in the first place, that they chose to give because they want to selflessly do a good thing. It all makes Sliker come off as ungrateful for the generosity that he's being shown. Which is a shame because I know so many streamers out there, if they had people like this in their audience, they'd be touched from the bottom of their hearts. Here's another log from Victim C. They say, "Hope your mom gets well soon." Sliker then says, "You have no more, right?" Victim C says, "Nope, I might have 200 next month." I don't know whether or not Sliker's mom was unwell. If she is, I do wish her the best. However, saying something to the effect of, "That's it, no more money," after someone says something like that to you, I can only imagine how that hurt Victim C to hear. Another log from someone we'll refer to as Victim D. This is back in 2021. Victim D says, "Huh?" Sliker says, "Read the convo. I still got my issue with my money. You can't borrow for a few days." And I bust back? Victim D says, "Nah, sorry, bro." Sliker says, legit? Victim D says, what is the issue anyways? Sliker says, 200 quid for 300 quid. Bro, can't be asked explaining. Long story with my accountant. You get that in 2 days, or less. Even today, or tomorrow. You get an extra 100 quid. Sliker likes to use the extra money as a bargaining chip. It's the incentive. You do this for me, there's something in it for you. But that Ponzi scheme ass tactic doesn't get you anywhere, because not only are you building something on a foundation of lies and borrowed money, you are building something on a foundation of borrowed time. Because that is not sustainable. Another log from someone we'll refer to as Victim E. And it seems they were asked their age as well. Again, incredibly creepy. And if my guess is correct, I'd say Sliker was using that as a profiling tactic, trying to see if someone would be old enough to be sustaining a job that he could wring that money out of. He was looking for high-value targets in the most literal sense of the word. So Victim E says almost 17, and yeah. Sliker says, wait, you work at 16 years old? What the fuck? Bro, use that money you scammed to buy some glasses. They said 17. Victim E says, yeah, it's kinda common. Sliker says, at 16? Bro, LMAO, NVM, I needed a favor, but I feel you're young to ask. Then go with that feeling, run with it, run far away. Victim E says, what is it? Sliker says, my bank got temp locked, and I need to buy my mother a plane ticket to Iraq. Since my grandma got corona, the plane ticket costs 575 quid, but I don't know, man, I don't know who to ask. I won't ask a streamer, cause their ego is nasty as fuck. I can pay extra. If you think I'm hacked, just call me, LMAO. That statement about streamer ego is insane, by the way, because I know so many streamers that are incredibly humbled when they even get a donation of $1. I know because I experienced that feeling too, because so many people, unfortunately, do not assign the value to their work that it's worth. They don't think of themselves as deserving as much as they should. And there are so many people that aren't even in it for the money. They're in it because they enjoy streaming. They enjoy getting to share the things that they love with other people. And Sliker's statement is especially funny considering later events, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Victim E says, bro, I for real would, but I'm saving for a whip RN. Bro, ask E-Rob. Sliker says, NVM, it's good. Victim E says, I mean, like, asking a streamer ain't bad, it just depends on who it is. I'm grateful that it seems that Victim E was able to fend off Sliker, but unfortunately the same cannot be said for too many other people. One of the other logs in the comments is a series of bank statements. Apparently from one of Sliker's loyal viewers who, when the numbers are added up, was pressured out of over 7,000. This next log is a conversation between two people. We'll call them F and G. F says, 2k euro from Sliker Monka S, what did you do to him? No, why wouldn't I? G says, he's fucked RN, his PayPal had 40k in it and it got locked. F says, damn, that's fucked up. G says, also some problems with his accountant and stuff, so he asked me if I could help him out. F says, dude, that's actually wholesome as fuck. G says, he needed way more though, but all my money is in savings. That's why I'm working RN. I signed a 1-month contract. I'm gonna help him out, and he's gonna pay me back, so it's cool. F says, yeah, I don't see as often on Twitch now, but that's pretty good, man, that you helped him out. Most people won't do this to BH. G says, he told me he asked streamers and other people, but no one wanted to. And that is in direct contradiction to what he was telling other people. And that is also, again, heartbreaking to see two people who genuinely thought a good thing was happening. F is right, you don't often see good in this world anymore because people know how often a good heart is taken advantage of. And it just sucks that that was the situation here as well. Another account, I helped. He asked, I helped. He said he would pay 2 months later. Now I'm in debt and losing apartment. That was Victim H in chat. A conversation between Sliker and Victim I. Sliker says, yo, you there? Victim I responds, yo. Sliker says, bro, you couldn't do another $600? Legit, I'll have you back. Soon. Give me 7 days, praying hands emoji. I'm sorry, I had to take a second to sing the alphabet song in my head to remember what letter came next. Okay. Victim J. Sliker says, bro, can I ask for a huge ass fucking fave? Don't hate me, king. Victim J says, sure? Sliker says, keep it personal, please, but basically, my bank got locked, and I need money in my PayPal to pay some of my bills. Is it possible to ask? I'll pay you back next month. I'm not really close with anyone on Twitch, but yeah, I can give you extra. Call me if you think I'm hacked. And this one, it seems that Sliker actually did get on a call about 4 minutes. This is Sliker and Victim K. This is September of 22, or could be January of 22. Either way, this still makes this incredibly recent. Sliker opens with, yo bro. Victim K says yo. Sliker says, how old are you? Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Victim K says 27 almost. Sliker says, do you work, King? Victim K says, I quit my job recently. Sliker says, oh, I'm sorry to hear, bro. Victim K says, what's up? Sliker says, at this point it's reading like a copy pasta. Sliker says, keep it personal, but basically, my bank got locked, and I need money in my PayPal to pay some of my bills. Is it possible to ask? I'll pay it back. Now you might be like, why are you asking me? I've asked a few of my subs, bro. I've asked a few other people, including streamers, but they didn't want to help me. So I gave up on asking these egotistical dicks. Now, if you think I'm hacked, just call me, bro. I'm so sorry. I went through my subs list. What a terrifying statement, the idea of poring over your subs list with fucking dollar signs in your eyes. And Victim K appropriately reacts, Sliker says, I'm not hacked, LMAO. I'm sorry, you can call me. They call for a little under 10 minutes, and it seems to end with Victim K agreeing as Sliker sends his PayPal address again. About 8 days later, the conversation resumes. Yo, Habibi, you there? Victim K says, sup? Sliker says, you able to send anything more or nah? Victim K says, nah, I'm broke, bro. LOL. Sliker says, NP King, sorry. Victim K says, your bank issues aren't fixed yet? Sliker says, nope, and refuses to elaborate. Personal accounts also continued over on Twitter. Victim L says, I streamed with you, grew your TikTok account to 136k followers, showed you my financial struggles, and yet you tried finessing me. Over 17.5 months of you asking me for money till literally 8 days ago. Sliker says, I have no access to my bank. Very long story. L says, fuck man. Sliker, where all my money is at RN. But with my Twitch money, I paid all but not most bills. And bro, is it weird if I asked if I could borrow and pay you back soon? You can call me. I'm not hacked. L says, how can I confirm if it's you? Sliker says, sorry, I know I could ask other streamers, but I asked a few and they ignored me, like... Sliker says, let me get in a call quick with you. They call a little under 5 minutes. L says, by the way, I don't even get paid much. I only work like 4 shifts every 2 weeks because of school and shit. But honestly, bro, if it helps, I'll put it towards you. L asks about chargebacks, and then Sliker responds, bro, sorry, I'ma remove you. No offense, just keeping disc to like friends and business. Love you though, dude. Sorry. Pardon me. Sliker, that's saying that the people that you owe money to are not a priority matter of business. And about a week later, he comes crawling back, saying, yo. L says, what's good? Sliker says, don't mind me asking, but did you get paid? L says, I got paid, but I had to lend my mom money, man. Declined for $7 fucking. I'm sorry, bro, but shit's been rough. Sliker said, sorry, Habibi. L says, I'll try to get you as much as I can for next week. I'll see how much I even get paid next week. A few days go by. And Sliker says, yo, you didn't get paid yet? Sorry, bro, I've been hella depressed. Mom Beckett arguing and legit too loud. Later in September, Sliker says, I love you. L says, love you too, bro. I was drunk and saw you went live late. Good shit, I respect the grind. Keep it up. And Sliker hops right back into, yo, do you work now? This kind of love bombing to right back into bargaining is not good for Sliker, it's not good for the victims, it's not good for anyone involved. And here's one of the most damning ones. Sliker scammed a person who was going through chemo treatments. Sliker says 10k on the 20th, please. The victim says, no way, bro. Not so close to my transplant, if it didn't clear. Sliker says 18th, give me a date. The victim says before I go. Sliker says 18th, again. The victim says 27th is my transplant date. I need to have on the 22nd. Like if I didn't go through straight away, I'd be fucked. No man, I'm not a bank. Sliker says, yeah, but I can give you it all, please. Unbelievable. Sliker says, I was wondering if you couldn't do like 1,000? Please. Wish I could talk to you on the phone. These messages were all several days apart. Then finally, the day after Sliker asks to talk on the phone, they call. However, Sliker is declined. The victim says, bro, I'm not lending more until you pay back the thousands I sent already. I think that is entirely fair. That goes to show how long this had been going on. How much this person had been giving even when they were going through so much. Sliker says, I got you for sure, I promise, but I'm fucked so hard. Please forgive me. This victim went to go on stream, and I'm going to show you a clip of them speaking on the situation.
You were my friend, bro. And before I was going for my transplant, knowing you're not going to pay back, you're asking for my money that I put together to save my life. And you had no intention, even though I've already given you money. You never paid back, and then you asked for another 10k. Before I'm meant to be going to America to pay for this stuff, man. I just want to know. I know addiction is difficult, but were you actually my friend? Ever? I just want to know that, man. That's all. Like, I knew you before all of this. I just want to know.
What hurts the most about this is that Sliker, in all of his messages, was so quick to reduce people to being egotistical or self-centered. And so many of these people, I'm noticing, while upset about the money, are more upset about their trust being betrayed, about the friend or the person that they thought they knew not turning out how they expected. From here, we get into the large personalities that were affected by this. People such as Casey Tron, Ludwig, Luke AFK.
I'm actually like incredibly uncomfortable. And this is like super
Love it.
embarrassing, but I don't really know what else to do about it at this point, bro. I don't know what to do. I lost 27,000 giving a lend to
Love it.
Sliker. I thought I could trust him, and I guess I just couldn't, bro. And I'm honestly like I'm really fucking sad about it.
Yeah, he reached out to me and he asked for 1K, and then I gave it to him, and then he reached out to me again and he asked for another 500.
Let's go, man.
Then I gave it to him, and he still owes me.
Drill be drill me drill
So-
you sexy dad.
That guy, I think he sent me a little bit of it back, but then he also said to me that he sent a lot of it back, and then I checked, and I
let's
said
go,
you
man.
didn't.
He asked you for money too?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, how much did he ask you for?
Like 2 or 3, I don't know.
K?
Yeah.
God damn.
No, I was just like, go live.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I don't know.
So how'd you know not to give it?
Because he's a streamer. I was like, go live. That's literally all I said. I was like, no.
Even I'm really sad and that I'm really depression, but at least I need to try. But he just said he even didn't try. You know what? Money was even doesn't matter at the time. I just said because he just didn't think about me. He just didn't give a fuck about me. I thought he was my friend. At least he was trying to. He should try to. Oh, sorry about that.
Following all of this coming to light, Sliker went live for about 20 minutes and offered this apology and these words.
I lied to many people. I lied to so many individuals out there. Ever since CS:GO Lounge came out, it was the first time I went on that site, and it was a fun place to be on. You know, gamble skins and stuff. Eventually I found out you could gamble with money. I started to gamble with money, and this was even when I started having my first job. I used to gamble a lot of my money, basically all my Twitch money. And then even them times I wouldn't even have them. I'd come across streamers and ask them if I could borrow money. Obviously I wouldn't give them the reason, obviously because it was gambling. I would lie to them. My initial thoughts was I will be paying them back. I have told a few people, they weren't happy about it. They hated me for doing it. They never knew I was asking other people. I would talk shit in DMs and stuff, and I would come out with bullshit. This is what gambling has done for me. I'd fucking scratch myself. Sometimes I'd lose. I'd fucking smash my head against the wall. Shit is it's dangerous. I don't know. This is the epitome of a fucking gambling addict. I used to lie to my viewers and say I used to gamble a long time ago. It was a lie. I used to continuously gamble. I do apologize to all the people out there that I've borrowed from. I genuinely mean this. I genuinely mean that I do apologize for everyone that I borrowed off. I'm not asking for forgiveness, but every single day I felt guilty. Every single day. Viewers that don't even fucking work, man. Viewers that don't even work. Viewers that would need it because they're going to school and I'm being stupid. It would stack and stack and stack. People outside I'd borrow from in real life. Actually, when I would gamble, it would be on stream on my second monitor. In case people are gonna be like, it's Trainwrecks inspired you. No, Trainwrecks did not inspire me. Trainwrecks, I would message him I'd be like, bro, I'm in a situation. He gave me like $150,000. No, sorry, not 150, $100,000. And I know people are gonna be like, the people I owe, you're gonna be like, what? Like, even calling myself a retard is a compliment. What?
Also, in response to this stream, and why I was so entertained at Sliker's comments about ego earlier, is because Ludwig and XQC, two streamers, have come forward to publicly say that they want to help repay all of the debt that Sliker has created. So yes, the same egotistical dickheads that Sliker was so upset and frustrated with are the same ones that are coming right now to help bail him out. So what do I think of Sliker? I think Sliker is someone who got in way over his head, and I think he's suffering from something that could seriously ruin him even more than it already has. And I genuinely hope that he gets the help that he needs, and that he listens to that help and takes it to heart and applies it. I'm not here to tell you or anyone to forgive Sliker. That is up to the victims, and they certainly don't owe him that or anything. I'm not here to hate him or tell him to die. If you do that in these situations, you're absolutely weird. I'm here to tell the cautionary tale. As an outsider, as a former addict, as a creator with a platform, if you see the signs of a problem, please do something. Talk to someone. Anything to keep more good hearts from being taken advantage of. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and share the video around. Spread the word. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a good rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. I love you. And before you say it back, look in the mirror and say it to yourself. And I will see you in the next episode of whatever I make. And until next time, this has been the Hotbox. Bye.